Guys, welcome back. It's the Brothers Geek Out podcast, number 84. G-Man in Singapore. How you been, bro? You alright?
What's happening, people? I'm good, bro. What's happening with you?
I'm alright, man. I'm chilling with little one here.
One.
She's bouncing around, but bless her, she's having fun. But yeah, other than that, bro, as you can see, I'm getting things together, trying to get things stable. I got a bike as well. I forgot to show you that as well. So I'm gonna start biking it to work. Well, it was given to me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was given to me. My brother-in-law. My brother-in-law. Actually, Shanaz's Dullabai. Hooked it up. Shanaz, can you give me some tissue, please? I've got baby food all over my laptop. Alright, but yeah, sorry. Yeah, other than that.
That's good, man.
All good?
Biking it's good. I remember just doing that in London, man. Even though I got knocked off by a bus one time, but still save so much money, so much time, get a bit of exercise.
Well, that's the main thing. It will help me get back into exercise. It will cut my journey from the 30-minute walk I do now to 15 to 10 minutes. And it's not a massive distance. It's only probably about a mile and a half to ride, but riding every day will be good. Fitness, man. I need to get back into that. I think it'll make me feel much more positive as well. I think moving it takes a mental drain, financial drain. I know things are gonna level out. I just have to go through this rough patch at the moment now, but I think the exercise will help me get towards that as well.
Every day, man. Yeah. Every day I'm on it. Every day is so important. It's so important for the body, for your body, man. The structure of your body. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like you gotta keep the structure strong. That's why like exercise, some gym work, strength work, mobility movement. Otherwise, your body's just gonna crumble. Remember the Vauxhall Nova? Remember the Vauxhall Nova? If you don't look after it, what happens? It rusts up and then it breaks apart. If you look after it, you keep that thing solid, man. Our bodies are like machines, bro. We gotta keep it solid, fuel it up with good food and put good organic foods and all that sort of stuff, and keep the structure strong, man. So important, bro.
No, very important, very important. So yeah, just doing that. Other than that, what happened last week? Comic-Con. So we spoke about that. Mm-hmm. You spoke about UFC as well. But let's start on the topics, man, because it's been an interesting week with I think the Geeky World TV and movies. Man, I watched The Joker again yesterday. Yeah.
You done it again, yeah?
I had to do it one more time before it goes out in cinema. I know I should have watched Terminator, but wifey wants to watch it, so I'm gonna wait till we can get. Hopefully next weekend or the week, like Sunday, we maybe go catch it. Because she enjoyed the first two Terminators, so I think she'll look. With the reviews I've been reading, I've heard good things. So yeah, I'll keep it as that. Good news this week was pow! Into the Spider-Verse 2 comes out.
Yeah, that can be awesome. And I'm looking forward to what else they do, man. Like what characters they get involved.
Yeah.
What different Spider-Mans they get involved. Like the first one was so good.
It's one of my favorite, as I said, one of my favorite films from last year. Can I get some tissue? One of my favorite films from last year. Deep, bro. I'm not even joking. I remember sitting with Ash in the cinema when I watched it. And I must bust a tear. I was so excited in what I was seeing and how it was done. And just genuinely amazed on how visually stunning it was. But then such a touching story as well about a character going through what he's going through. Like, it gave me that feel again of, that feel of fulfillment and joy for some reason. You read this stuff in the comic books, and Spider-Man's a big character as it is, and introducing a new character to take over that role of Peter Parker. It was a big step, man. Miles Morales, man, it was awesome. Absolutely awesome. I absolutely adored it, and I am so looking forward to what they do with number 2, because I feel like they'll expand more on the animation as well.
Yeah. I agree, man. I agree. Going into that movie with just excitement and then coming out with like just pure joy. I was like, man,
Yeah.
this is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
From I know even the evil side of it, like Kingpin and his uncle and how scary that was. It was still so joyful, man.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
And Miles Morales, I think they just got, I think they really just got nailed down on not just on the culture as well. Like where was he from? The Bronx or Brooklyn or something like that?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
And,
Was mixed race.
Parker's from
Yeah.
but anyway, I mean, they got all of the culture and everything just nailed down as
Yeah.
well. And yeah, no, they smashed it, man. They done so well.
No.
So yeah, no, looking forward to it, man.
Definitely, me too.
Spider-Man's rise, man. I mean, you got the real life Spider-Man movies, which are freaking killing it, and then you got these animation ones, which are smashing it as well. So one of Marvel's prime faces is just doing so well.
No, of course, and it needs to, man. It needs to. I know there's always drama and loads of things happening, and I can't wait to watch it with you, Daddy. We're gonna have fun when we watch that, yeah? Because you look like Spider-Man now, just hanging off the thing. Yes, Daddy. But yeah, looking forward to that. I'm a big fan of animation, so definitely looking forward to seeing what they do with that. What did you think of the trailer for The Witcher?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch it. I didn't have a chance to watch it actually.
Eh?
How does it look?
It looks good.
I know, fail, epic fail.
It looks good, man. Henry Cavill, I think he suits these roles better, and I feel like he'll do a little bit of justice with this. From what I read the other day, they've got 8 seasons mapped out.
Oh wow, okay.
So this would be like, I don't know, could be almost like the Netflix version of Game of Thrones, but not like that. This is more about mystical magic, mutant. He's a mutant in it, basically. Yeah, so he has these devilish powers, which is interesting to see what that's about. He looks good, bro, man. The guy, stacked up. He's this sort of role suits him.
He's got Superman was so good for him, man. It's a shame that Warner Brothers didn't know what to do with the character, which sounds so silly because it's Superman. I know Marvel was trying to get him in for like a Centurion. Is it Centurion?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, he can. I reckon Marvel could do something great with him. He's got great, like features to be a superhero.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, I think hopefully it works out good, man. I mean, I'll definitely try and check it out.
Yeah.
I like Cavill. I'm a fan. So
same here. I mean, Man of Steel today is still one of my favorite films, and I love what they did with the character. Now, I've been watching a lot of stuff because they're trying to release this Snyder Cut version, which I'm all up for. You're right. Wow, so excited. Which I'm all up for, and I'm looking forward to seeing, because they said the soundtrack is done as well, and people have been working on the visual graphics for the parts that were missing. So maybe in a year or so we'll see a Snyder Cut. But I want to let people know that when people work on something creative like this, like art, and I'll give you a simple, quick analogy. What's that? Where's it go? Daddy. So, let's do this. I'm gonna pick Batman, No, not Batman. I want to pick Superman. Alright, so there's different alterations of the character, and different artists draw him differently. That was my main point. That's what I wanted to try and find. You've got an artist like Alex Ross, who will draw Superman, and he will draw Superman like, an epic Superman. You know what I mean? Like this is Alex Ross, This is his artwork. I'm sorry if you can't see it, but realism, hyper-realism, but super heroic characters. The way he draws them, so that's how Alex Ross draws. And then you have somebody like where's it gone? There we go. This guy here, Jim Lee.
One of the legends.
Yeah. So he as it says, icons. This guy draws. He's a whole different artist when it comes to how he draws his characters as well. So this is the comic book world, and that was him trying to tell his own story. It's a shame nobody backed it up, or the studio didn't back it up, and then the studio had to come out with some next Like,
Well, there's a lot of fanboys, and not just fanboys, but just like, how do I put it? Like, I just hear a lot of people say, "Oh, it's too dark and whatnot." And I'm like, why can't you not appreciate the vision it's going for?
yeah,
Like, why does it have to be colorful like Marvel? Okay, no, don't get me wrong. Superman is supposed to be the most colorful character.
yeah,
But why not take this version of Superman and just roll with it? But it's just always like, I hear it all the time. Just like, I don't want to say Marvel fans. I don't want to say that because I'm a Marvel fan. But I'm a comic book fan. Or I'm a comic book geek. But, people who love the Marvel movies are always like, nah, the DC stuff is too dark for me. It's too dark for me. It's too dark for me. I just find it like, I know Marvel set the benchmark for comic book movies now. But those are also comic book movies as well. Just see that in a different vision. You know what I mean? In a darker vision. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think DC should lighten up. I think they should just carry on with the shading and when I say shading, I'm talking about the environment of their movies.
no, of course. And
Keep it forward, man. I mean, with Superman, yeah, maybe you could brighten it up, but they need to do something good with Superman, man. It's a shame that since the old school old school Christopher Reeve Superman, they haven't been able to do anything amazing. Even though I loved Man of Steel, I loved Batman vs Superman, and even Justice League, just the way Superman looked, to me it was awesome. But yeah, something's missing.
yeah, I mean, it's the wow factor, isn't it? Because we've seen it before, and we're like, I was having this conversation with somebody at work regarding it because the comic book stuff now is oversaturated, bro. There's nothing to be like, oh, I'm excited, because they don't give us enough time to breathe. You know what I mean? Even with the Spider-Man announcement, they said 2 years in the future. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That gives me 2 years to breathe. You know what I mean?
But then again, I want a Marvel movie or a comic book movie every 4 months. Every 3 months. Yeah, every 3 months I want a comic book. I want it. Like Marvel's obviously since Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Well, Endgame really, but since Spider-Man, I guess, is really quieting down. Now there's rumors and whatnot, but I just want them to kick off Phase 4. I want to because Endgames has done it now. I want to know where they're going forward, man. I want to know who the next villain is now. So they, you know what I mean? Like now, Marvel's got to keep following the same sequence they've taken. They're going to give us a build up, and then they're going to give us a villain, and then they're going to build that up like they done with Thanos.
No, exactly that.
So I'm expecting, I feel kind of lost without not knowing what's happening in the Marvel universe. We know what movies are coming out, but where are you heading?
Where are you? Yeah.
And that's what I want to know now, because Marvel set that benchmark, so you need to tell me now. Whereas with DC, I don't have that benchmark, so I can just watch the Joker and think, oh my god, that's a brilliant movie. And I'm not expecting anything in the future. Funny, like I actually just read something, I don't know if it's fake news, but something about Joaquin Phoenix saying he's not up for taking up like part 2. He doesn't want to do part 2. Maybe it's fake news because I've heard him say that he does. But something saying that the part 2, if they were going to do a part 2, it was in jeopardy because Mr. Phoenix was saying nah.
And I can't blame him for that, to be honest, because he's always been an actor that's never done a sequel. And that's his thing, isn't it? He doesn't want to get stigmatized. It's like what Joe Rogan and Edward Norton's podcast, where he was like, I could keep this going, but he didn't, because most of the films he never does sequels.
Yeah, no, that was a good podcast. That was a
very
good
good
podcast.
Rogan
Podcast. Never lets down, man. He had Norton. And Norton, just listening to Norton, do you know what's crazy? Like, that was him. It's like who he is in his movies. Like,
exactly.
he just sounded just like him. Like, I mean, it's weird, but it was him. I do think that, I mean, he was saying that about Hulk. Like, if I stuck with that character, then that would have been me. But he had a whole different vision for Hulk, and I loved it, man. When he was explaining this inner, what was he saying? This inner power, this inner dark. He called it darkness or something like that. I can't remember what it was. The way he was explaining Hulk,
it was like a curse.
Inner curse. That's what it was. He was calling the Hulk the curse, and I think I liked that concept because Banner always had that, right?
Yeah.
He always. I know in the new one, by the time we got to Endgames, they ended up merging and whatnot. But and that's still a version of Hulk that I like to see. But man, we know Hulk for Hulk smash, man, and we didn't get that in Endgames, and I feel like Banner just still seeing Hulk as a curse would have just been good still. You know what I mean? Just rough and ruggedness.
Yeah.
A fight between Thanos and Hulk. I mean, there should have been a rematch between Angry Hulk, World War Hulk and Thanos, man. That should have happened. That should have happened in Endgames, man. I think, you know, instead of Captain Marvel, remember at the end of Endgames, instead of Captain Marvel stopping him from clicking his fingers, it should have been a big battle between Hulk.
No, it should have been. It should
Like
have been.
Angry Hulk. Anyway, I've gone off topic, but yeah, that Edwin Norton podcast with Joe Rogan was awesome, and The Watcher. I mean, when's it coming out?
The Witcher comes out 20th of December, I think. I'll have to double check that, but it's one to watch. It's going to be one good season. On the other note, with Marvel and DC, we might as well jump straight to Keanu Reeves. He's the guy at the moment. They're both trying to get him on something. I don't know what they're trying to get him on, but they're battling out with each other at the moment. But I don't know if that's fake ass news or whatever news it is. Could be anything, to be honest.
Could be fake, I don't know, but Keanu Reeves deserves to be in something, man. He's just so awesome. Why not put him in the biggest universes in there? I mean, I think, you know, after what Scorsese's been saying and whatnot, loads of people have been lashing out on him, man. Like, a lot of people just saying, like, you know, he has his own opinion, blah, blah, blah. But the Disney lot have been getting him, boy.
Samuel Jackson,
yeah.
A couple of other people. Robert De Niro. No, the only one that's been civil has been Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, they've been getting him, man, and I think one of the CEOs of Disney was like, how could you call it shit movies when we made the Black Panther, which is like one of the best movies ever. But I do feel like he picked on that movie specifically because it's culturally,
yeah, I know.
So it's one of those ones that's hard to argue against when if Scorsese tried to say, because you know, I this is what I believe in the world that we're living in. If Scorsese said, nah, that film was shit, everyone would be like, you're racist, you didn't like Black Panther, that means you're racist. Like, that's what I think would have happened.
That's
so
true.
I think he strategically picked Black Panther so Scorsese couldn't say nothing back. This is what I think, because that's the world we're living in today, right?
No, of course,
If you didn't like like they were saying that, right? If you didn't like Black Panther, you're racist. I'm like, it's like the dumbest thing you can ever say. But I mean, that is a great movie. Endgames is a great movie. Like, I think Endgames is a great movie. And what was the other one, man? Infinity War. There was a few Marvel movies I thought that were
My
great.
one's
man.
still Winter Soldier, bro.
Winter Soldier, exactly. That's another great movie.
Yeah.
I mean, look, man, we've been sharing each other with those Captain America fan-made videos. I love him, man. He's such a great Cap. I'm not ready to let him go, to be honest. You know when Sam says I can't live in a world without Captain America, I honestly feel like that. It's gonna be hard to move on. Honestly, this is kind of messed up, but not messed up. But this is how I feel. I think it's harder to move on in the Marvel universe without Chris Evans as Cap than RDJ as Iron Man. Like, Iron Man's dead. Okay, respect. He's gone. But Chris Evans, I'm not ready to let him go as Cap, man. I'm not ready.
Yeah, I know, because I feel like his story's still not finished, because he could still be Old Man Cap, you know what I mean?
Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They got a time machine. They got a time machine. He can come back.
Exactly. All right.
But apparently he's going to be in it anyway. He's going to be in the Winter Soldier and Falcon show.
He'll probably do cameos, isn't it?
Cameos, giving advice to Sam. That'd be amazing, though. Just see him in there will probably put a tear in my eye.
Same here. Definitely.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds signed up for Deadpool 3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. He's perfect.
No,
That's
definitely.
Deadpool.
Without that, I'm glad they got that signed. You alright, Daddy?
Disney's great at casting, and I think they know, alright, Ryan Reynolds is the perfect Deadpool.
We're not gonna,
I know they're recasting all of X-Men.
Yeah.
But Deadpool is 100% the perfect character, and I would love if they was to just cameo him in a whole bunch of Marvel movies that just come out, and he's just being a clown in all of them. That would just be so awesome if they do it smartly.
No, definitely will. No, looking forward to that. Daredevil confirmed for the MCU. So it looks like most of these characters are going to come back into the MCU. What's wrong there?
Well, I heard about Daredevil.
Yeah.
Charlie Cox. I heard about Jessica Jones. I can't remember her name. Forgive me. Definitely Iron Fist. They're recasting. They know that shit was basic. John Bethel, I heard that he's possibly gonna stay as Punisher, which I think is great. But I just read something again saying Luke Cage is definitely coming back in the MCU, but they're most likely to recast. Now, I liked this Luke Cage. I can't remember his name. Forgive me. But I like. And so if they recast, that would be. I actually don't want them to recast Luke Cage. I think he was perfect. Only one you need to recast is Iron Fist. I think. I think the rest of them were cool.
The rest were really good.
All of Iron Fist.
No, definitely. I think Iron Fist needs to go. I think the rest were fine. I don't know why they can't recast Luke Cage. I thought it was good, man.
He was awesome. He was freaking awesome.
Mike Coulter, that's his name.
What's it, sorry?
Mike Coulter.
Yeah, he's awesome. I say keep him in there, but I just read something that they're gonna possibly recast. It could be fake news, but no, he needs to stay. He needs to stay. John Bethel definitely as Punisher. Apparently, I read that they might cameo him in one of the Phase 5 movies, and then then it will carry on with it. Oh my god, he needs to be in a movie. Like the Punisher needs to be in like. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I wish there was an uncut scene in Endgames where another one of them sorts of Supreme things opened and the Defenders walked in, except Iron Fist. All of them except Iron Fist walked in. Oh my god, that would have been the. Woo! Still get moist over Endgames. Still get moist over the film.
What else was there? Watchmen.
Have you seen it? I haven't started it yet.
So I've seen up to episode 2. I saw both of them last night, and it's hard hitting stuff, man. Because basically, it's I think it's like based after like 20 years after the aftermath in New York from the movie.
Yeah, what's his name?
Dr. Manhattan.
The Manhattan blew up, right?
Yeah. So very interesting. Very hard hitting first episode, bro. Like. Very, very, very hard hitting stuff about racism and socialism, and it's deep. I enjoyed it. I put it out on my Twitter yesterday. A lot of people had negative comments about it. Man, we live in good times where we get TV programs and movies about this stuff now. I don't know. Now I feel like I have to back up the creators. You go and make this stuff.
Yeah, okay, look, let's be real. Some stuff can be basic. That we just did cast Iron Fist.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like we always contradict each other ourselves as well. But yeah, I mean, I think like we do have to appreciate things before. Like, at least we give it a chance. Because I watched all of Iron Fist season 1 and 2.
Me too.
Was there 2? There was a 2.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, I watched all of it. Even though I could say to his shit, at least I gave it a chance rather than just be like, that's basic. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we live in great times with great stuff, content coming out. It keeps us entertained.
Exactly.
Keeps us geeked out. But people always, bro, the internet is open for people to hate. That's just a fact.
I know, man.
I was at the fights, so I was, all morning was UFC 244 in New York, and then straight after that was the boxing. And it's funny, like one thing I can't stand is when people who don't train at all, forget about martial arts or anything, but at all, and they're sitting there cussing fighters. And the worst thing is I hear when they call a fighter is shit, I know Allah is there, I can't say the word. What do you call it? Someone who's scared to fight.
Yeah.
In the most, I guess, in nice ways of saying, but you know what the word I'm trying to say. I hate that. I really hate that, man. I've seen people say that towards so many different boxers and mixed martial arts. Oh, that guy's a whatever, like and I'm like, you don't even train. These guys are in the ring, putting their lives on the line, and you're just sitting on a couch having a beer and eating pizza and bullshit, and you want to call that guy he's scared to fight, whatever. I hate that. So people are going to be negative, man. They're always. It's just the nature of people.
No, of course. That's very true. That's very true.
Yeah, I hate that one though. I know I've gone on a tantrum, but I've seen it so many times. It rages me. Like when AJ lost his fight, everyone was hating. This, he's that, he's that. I'm like, you try and get in there for like less than 10 seconds, you get killed. When Amir Khan, when I've seen him lost, people want to call him, he can't fight, he's scared, he's this, he's that. I'm like, but he'll kill you in 3 seconds. Like, I don't like it when people who do not train like to criticize and call fighters like non-fighters. Oh, he's scared. like, I can't say the word, but you know the word I'm trying to say. I'm just like, I hate that, man. And I'm not a fighter, but I train martial arts. I understand the crap that they put themselves through. I've done some amateur fights, so I understand on a certain level.
Yeah.
But you just get these couch potatoes saying that stuff. I'm like, bro, you can't do shit. You would not be able to do. You would never have the guts to go in there and do that.
Exactly.
So it's the same thing with anything. With that creative stuff, you would never have the creative mind frame to go out and do what these creative people do. You know what I mean? Like, never. They will. It's easy to just sit back and criticize. But that's what critics are for, bro, and that's what the fans are for, really. To criticize, hate, or love, whatever.
No, it's true. Very true. Good program though. I'm gonna stand by it. So when you get the chance, check it out. HBO, you're doing good, man. I like that, man. I know HBO announced their little thing as well. I wanted to cover regarding their new app or streaming service coming out, and then they talked about Green Lantern.
Ooh, what, on HBO?
Yes.
But doesn't Warner Brothers have their own one coming out, or are they merging with HBO or something?
I'm not sure because it's quite confusing because they still got some properties that they own that they're still sharing on there. So it's a bit interesting one, definitely.
HBO's been awesome today, man. I think they were the originator, like almost like the original of this TV program.
Yeah.
Sopranos, I think, was HBO. Yeah, I think Sopranos was HBO.
Yeah, that's right.
One of the best shows of all time, HBO. Like, so many great HBO shows.
No, definitely, man. They're gonna The Wire. They're gonna bring back The Wire. Mwah.
Bring back? What do you mean, man? I mean, that was a classic. Don't bring it back and ruin it.
No, not bring it back. Like they're gonna have it on that as well.
Oh, of course, bro. You never ever watched that, did you?
No, so I'm gonna start watching it.
One of the great ones, man. Again, HBO. Sopranos, The Wire, again, they're all HBO.
Yeah.
Great freaking shows, man. Great shows.
No, definitely, man. Definitely check that out. So, but yeah, they've got Strange Tales. They've got Green Lantern. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. The next year is going to be exciting, bro. There's gonna be so much.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like we're done for the rest of the year. I think Disney Plus is coming out soon. But I think we're kind of done with new content. Nothing to look forward to this year. What else was on the list, bro?
No, that was it, bro.
Okay.
That was it.
Yeah,
man.
It's been a good week.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think any movies coming out. I don't know if Kevin Smith's and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is coming. No, reboot is coming out in Singapore. I don't see it on
Nor do I.
on cinema listing. Maybe it's the end of the month or something. I got to keep my eye on it because I do want to watch that. But yeah, what other movies? Nothing else is coming out recently.
Nothing at the moment, man. But
I finished off Raising Dion.
yeah, I'm on episode 2, so I've got a few more episodes to go through. But I'm enjoying it. The kid's cute. Alara watches it with us, and she just kind of puts her hand out and stuff, which is quite funny because she's doing that right now. Okay, are you cold?
Enjoyable.
No, really good. Alright, Dad. Okay. Alright, G-Man. I got to look after little one. We got to get out, do some shopping, but I think she is fed up of hanging around now.
Okay,
but no.
Cool, man. It was good to catch up.
Definitely.
Until next week, man. Let's keep that geekiness going.
Yes, definitely, man. Definitely. Have a good one. And we'll catch up, man. Definitely. Guys, massive shout outs. Massive thank you. The podcast will be on a regular basis now. There's no missing bits at the moment. There's going to be some new things coming up. And I got some giveaways coming up for you guys as well, man. Giveaways. Coming up for you guys. Table comes. I'm going to have the studio and office set up. So it's going to be exciting times. We're going to be geeking out from a new venue. So we've got 3 HQs. We've got the original HQ at Mum's house. We got Singapore. And we got here now, so yeah, no, definitely. G-Man, have a great time. Guys, massive thank you. Comment, like, subscribe if you want to see more of this. Share it. Guys, please, share our thoughts with the rest of the world if you feel like they're going to enjoy two brothers geeking out. Yeah? She enjoyed it. Alright, cool. G-Man, have a good week, bro. We'll catch up, yeah?
Alright, cool.
Safe, man.
Peace.
Take care. Peace.